Land banking, land banking, land banking. Trust me, I know there's a possibility. You must have been wondering, what exactly is the term land banking when it comes to investing in real estate? I have got you covered. I have put up a series of videos that explains everything when it comes to land banking. Right from the meaning of land banking to comparing land banking and putting your money in the bank. The advantages and benefits of land banking. How can you create generational wealth by leveraging land banking, and a whole lot of others? Trust me, you don't want to miss out on any of this series. So stay tuned with me as we continue on the different series on land banking. This is Real Estate Investment TV, where I give you valuable information on how you can invest securely and profitably in real estate. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, please click on the subscribe button, and when you do that, don't forget to tap on the notification bell so that when I drop a new video, you will be the first to receive it. My name is Victory Wealth, and in today's topic we'll be looking at what exactly is the term land banking. Now, before I define land banking, what is land itself? Land is a tangible asset which cannot be lost or destroyed. Land is something you are seeing. It is something you can touch. It is tangible. It is there. So, what exactly is land banking? Land banking involves the process of you buying undeveloped or underdeveloped lands in the path of growth. Only need for a period of time with the sole aim of selling in the future so that you can make significant profit or a high returns on your initial investment. Now, there are key points to note in the definition of land banking. One, it involves undeveloped or underdeveloped lands. So meaning the land is bare. Two, that is very significant, is this land has to be in the paths of growth. Another word you can use in the path of growth is where development is going into. And the main purpose why you are going to land bank is because you want to make significant profit on your investment. Now, it is important to know that your land banking has to be in the direction where growth is going into. So it means you foresee that growth is going to a particular direction. You get to that direction before growth gets into that place. You buy the lands there and position yourself so that when the growth finally comes into that place, you can begin to resell those lands and make high returns on your investment. Now, there are some signs you will need to observe for you to know that growth is actually going into a particular place. So let's say, for instance, the government plans to build a bridge in an axis in the next 5 years. Now, sorry, I'm virgin. Now, the bridge coming into an axis will bring a lot of development into that axis. So, as a wise investor, you get into that axis, you begin to buy lands in those axes because you'll be getting them cheaper. But when the bridge finally comes in, you see that the value of the land will go up. Now, it is important to note that the city you are seeing today was once a bush yesterday. The major metropolitan cities you are seeing today, some years back, these cities were really bushes and waterlogged. And the bush you are seeing today that is in the path of growth will become a major city tomorrow. So if the city you are seeing today was once a bush yesterday, and the bush you are seeing today with very good speculation that growth is coming into that axis will become a major city tomorrow. So as a wise investor, all you need to do is to look at growth pools. Look at growth pools. What do I mean by growth pools? You look at factors that can bring development into an axis. Say, for instance, the government is going to be building a major infrastructure in an axis in, say, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. Is there a university coming into an axis? Is there an airport coming into an axis? Is there a railway coming into an axis? Are there industries that are going to be built in an axis? Now, you have gotten the information that these growth poles are coming into an axis that presently now is totally undeveloped, presently now is a bush. But there are speculations that these growth poles that I've mentioned are coming up in those axes. So as an investor, you go ahead of the development coming into that axis. You go ahead of the growth coming into that axis. You buy lands in those areas at a cheap rate and wait for the growth to come to that axis. So in a nutshell, land banking is going ahead of the growth, buying the lands, waiting for the growth to come in. And so, one of the things we do is to give you informations about places that have such growth poles, so that you can be well positioned, so that you can invest in those places ahead of the growth, so that when the growth finally comes into those axes, you will be smiling to the bank. Listen, 90%, more than 90% of multi-millionaires and billionaires, this is one of the strategies they use. Most of them are into real estate. Most of them involved in land banking. So it will be wise for you to begin to involve yourself in land banking. I'll be giving you such areas where we'll be having such growth poles. Areas like Ibejuleki, you must have been hearing of Ibejuleki. Areas like Ekpe. Now, Ibejuleki is housing a whole lot of projects, a whole lot of industries, a whole lot of infrastructures are coming up in Ibejuleki. So as a wise investor, it will be nice for you to get yourself positioned in Ibejuleki now that the lands are still quite affordable. And another secret of leveraging land banking and making so much money from it is, if you see a major city, begin to look at the adjoining city, because population, once a major city is established, population begins to spread outside the major city. So Ibejuleki soon will become a very, listen, Ibejuleki is going to be a very major city tomorrow. If you have not invested in Ibejuleki today and you've been hearing of Ibejuleki, don't be like those who heard of Lekki Phase 1, had the opportunity and they didn't invest. And today, to get a plot of land in Ibejuleki, minimum 150 million to 200 million. Now, adjoining city to Ibejuleki is Ekpe. Ekpe is fast growing. Ekpe is fast growing. Ekpe is fast growing. So that is another place you should be investing in. In subsequent videos, we'll be giving you information. Now, you are going to look at the description in this video to see some of the places we'll be recommending to you to invest in. Smart investors, it is time to take action. We are here to give you all the valuable information you need to make secured investment and profitable real estate investment. More are coming on this series. I'll be putting a link up or below and in the description to the next topic in this series. So click on the link and ensure you listen to the next series. I'll see you in the next series. Thank you. I remain myself, Victory Wealth, your real estate investment expert.